my scrapping friends. Today I'm going to be working on a Noteworthy Simple Page Kit number 4. They're very simple, very quick, so let's get straight into it. And in the contents of this page, I should say pack, you will receive your instructions, a sticker sheet, and then you'll receive 3 designer papers. So you have the 2 on that side, so it's double-sided, so it's up to you for what you would use. And then the third piece of paper that you have like different colors on the front, and then you have your cutting guide on the back. So to start off with, as you can see on this layout in the front, they've actually used it with these 2 pieces of paper first as your base page, and then you have that one there and this one here. So the next thing that we need to do is we're going to start cutting our cutting guide. So we're going to be using our trimmer. It's the only tool that we need to create these layouts. So I know that these 1 and 2 are 6 by 4. So I'm going to cut them into 4. And then following the line on this one is also at 4. Remember that if you're not too sure about your cutting, remember that you have guides on either end of your trim that will also help you to cut. So just lining that up with the guides and then trim. So then I know that I can cut these ones in half. Again, if you like, you can use those guides again and then cut. So there we have 2, and using those guides again and cutting in half. I do have a little blue on that side, so I'm just going to finally cut that off. And then what we have left is another 4 by 12, and you've got 5, 6 and 7, which are all blue, and these mats are a 4 by 4. So all I'm doing is cutting them at the 4-inch mark as a 4 by 4. So we've got all our photo mats ready to place down on our layout. We have our sticker sheet. So with our sticker sheet, to start off with, we need to get this border sticker. They do have little thingies in the middle, so you can just use your multi-purpose tool to dab them out, like so. And so the blue goes in the middle, so all I'm going to do is stick that strip along that edge. I'll turn it this way just to make sure that it's on the green. And then we want to stick that other border strip on the other edge here. So again, the same thing, just going to pull that off and leave behind those middle bits. And again, I might turn it this way, and it gives that nice little scallop edge of our page. So we're just going to stick that down here nicely. So just getting out all my photo mats. So the page is going to be like this. So as you can see, we have put our main strips down here. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place out our photo mats, and they go like this, and then that one, and then you have the brown, which will go there, You have a blue one which goes on the side here, and then you have the two vertical. Like this. So as you can see, that was very simple to make. It's only a couple of cuts, and then you've just placing out your photo mats, and then you're going to do all your decorate with your stickers. So I'm going to be using my tape runner, and I'm also going to be using my center ruler. So to work on page number 1, I'm going to be doing this 1 inch from the bottom, and then taking it in 3/4 from the side. And then the next one, which is on a slant like this. Just put it up a little bit more. Then you have the 6x4, depending on your photos as well. If you don't want that one to sit like that, you can put it vertically up the page. So as I said, depending on your photos, so go with what your photos are, and that would be a lot easier to decide. So I'm just going to put this probably a 1/2 inch gap in between. And then this photo will sit again, situating the same as the end one, like this. And then getting my multi-purpose tool and then putting that on here. So there's page 1. Now we go to page 2. So we want to use again some tape runner. So again, we're just going to take it 1 inch from the bottom, so they're matching from either side, and then again 3/4 from the end. Then you have this one which is on a slant, like that, and then some more tape on our 6x4 vertical photo mats. So again, I'm just taking it up from 1/4 from the bottom, and then just get my instructions out so they're clear. So we've got this one here which goes about there, and this one should line up the same end. So I'm going to do this one first, then I can move this one over a tad more. So I've put this one 3 inches from the end, and then multi-purpose tool, and then having that sitting on top. But as you can see, there's my layout completed with the photo mats. And the next step is just to, you know, like put your right photos on your page for your Easter layout. And then you have all these beautiful stickers that you can coordinate with your layout. So if you haven't had a go at a simple page kit yet, why don't you give a go, you know, have a go at one today. They're so easy, so simple. You get all the ingredients that you need to complete a project recipe, and you have all your instructions here. You can also advance and design this page layout by measuring all the little bits and using a different collection and making another different page layout. So I hope you enjoyed that today. Happy scrapping!